I'm so sick of growing potatoes because they never do well and they're a pain to dig up. Hi, welcome back to Home Boundless. This spring I tried as a last resort to grow potatoes using the root stout method. So potatoes on dirt covered in wood chips. And then over the spring, I added more and more bags of wood chips, and these potatoes were looking so happy. And I was making plans for expanding the bed in a different part of the garden because I was so sure I was going to get so many potatoes. And then they started dying back, which, okay, it's the natural life cycle of potatoes. And I should have harvested them, but I have a plan to use that mulch, making a new bed, and I didn't harvest them. And just all year long, we've been finding like little holes in the mulch pile, just like a squirrel or a rodent. Something is digging in the mulch pile. So I went from fairly confident to really kind of nervous. Yeah, if we don't find any potatoes, I'm never growing potatoes again. But yeah, I think if I do this again, and I might, because they looked really happy. It looked like a great thing. I think I just need to cover the bed so that the squirrels can't get to it. But moment of truth time. Did we get any potatoes? I stabbed myself while slicing a bagel with a knife that looks an awful lot like a balach, or however you say it, the Klingon blade. Okay. So. Oh! Okay. Exciting developments. Can we see this here? Okay. So the good news is that we got one potato so far. It's not it's so small and it doesn't look great. But it is a potato. Huzzah! Ooh. Aha! So this has been found by something. Okay, there's a branch in here. But yeah, there's definitely tunnels. It's possible that if the squirrels took the ones on top, the voles maybe got to some on the bottom. Do voles even eat? potatoes. We also have lots of centipedes running around. Maybe have you been tunneling? Hey, you. Have you been tunneling through my taters? This guy. I don't want you coming towards me. Yeah. Where'd it go? This year was really, really dry. But I did have this on irrigation. So they might have been getting too much moisture for how much moisture the mulch was retaining. That might be a variable to consider, is to just not have irrigation on them and just dump a bucket or two of water on them if they really need it. But they're only getting irrigated like towards the bottom of the pile. So, because I didn't move the irrigation up as I added mulch. So I don't know. Potatoes are, not hard to get your hands on from the store. So we might just not devote space to it. You gotta grow what feeds ya. Okay. I decided just to dig for a bit and turn off the camera until I found another potato. And here we go. Another small. This one looks to be in better shape, at least. Another small potato, but still a potato. See if it had any friends. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I think I grabbed onto something that was a bit mushy, but oh yeah, it definitely has been eaten. It is a little bit gross. Ooh, we got a roly-poly. Oh, he's alive. Okay. Okay, yep, there's little roly-poly just making himself at home inside of my potato. Have you been eating the holes in my potatoes? Good way through our potato pile, and we have this many potatoes. They are small, and most of them are full of bugs. Of course, this is probably larger user error and climate, environmental problems, pest pressure, but yeah, looks like store-bought potatoes in our future, unless there is an apocalypse. I was dumping out the mulch and I found this. So, I mean, it's too small to be a potato, but considering all the other potatoes I've gotten, is it?
not tomato, a little baby potato. Hey there, little guy. Hey, guy.
Well, I have harvested so many bags of mulch from this pile, and I spread the remaining bit over it. As far as potatoes, I don't, maybe one or two. Yeah. There's not very many that are good for eating. I had high hopes for this gold potato because usually these red and these purple potatoes, I bought as seed potatoes from Stark Brothers years ago, and they've only really ever given me enough for seed potatoes the next year. I've never gotten a good harvest off of them. I've always done better with just random store-bought potatoes, and this is a random store-bought potato that won. So will I grow potatoes again? No. I get more potatoes and better potatoes buying them from the store. So unless it becomes impossible to buy potatoes from the store,